Hi guys, so today I'm here to do a book review and that's going to be Four Poisons Kiss by Brianna Shields. This was a pretty good book, like I liked it. I was a bit hesitant going into it though because I kept seeing negative reviews for this book and I'm just like, am I going to like it? I don't know. Like, you shouldn't let hype decide how you're going to go, or hype or dislike, but sometimes it's just a feeling that you just kind of lower your expectations in case it isn't going to be something good. But I was actually pretty surprised by this. So in that sense, this book was pretty good. Like, I see where people are coming from with it, but I really did enjoy it and it was a pretty fun read. Like, 4 out of 5 stars I gave this book because there's a few things that did annoy me, but a lot of things that I did enjoy. And before I get right into this book review, I'm going to say there is going to be spoilers in my video because, yeah, there's a few things I want to talk about, a few dumb things, a few fun things, you know. But let's get into it. I really like the premises of this book with having a poison maiden, or a Vishakanya. It's a name I don't think I'm going to remember, so I'm just going to call her a poison maiden. But a poison maiden is someone who can kill you with poison by a kiss. So the main character, Mirinda, from a young age she's been given poisons and slowly she's built an immunity to it, but also has like her blood has got poison in it, so that whenever like really she can get to the stage where like once someone touches her they die. Like, it's just a lot of interesting stuff that she's able to survive this poison intake, and then she's able to kill people for it. And she's an assassin that kills people, but she doesn't want to be killing them. Like, it was so interesting having an assassin who can really kill people with one touch, feeling guilty about it. Like, she never wanted to be an assassin and she just kind of was always one. Like, she never had the choice when she was a baby and she has been made into one, and she just never, like, she would die without doing these things. So she is a bit weak-willed to not be able to stand against it, but she really sort of didn't have a choice. But like, it's interesting having this guilt and seeing how she feels about it, and how she talks about it, and how she tries to make herself feel better by saying it wasn't her fault, or doing like just the mental process that she goes through with this, having this power. And it was really interesting to read that. Some problems with her though was she's so precious and snowflakey, and like nothing ever gets to her and damages her. Like, she's so innocent in a sense, even though she's killing people. Like, I didn't like that aspect of her. And also, a lot of things that happen that are her fault she doesn't take the blame for. Like, when like her only best friend, who she absolutely hates, like the girl hating in this book was not really fun, but she gets like hurt because Mirinda like says something and then her friend gets whipped, and it's just like, that was your fault, but she doesn't take the blame for it, and she gets angry at a friend for blaming her. And like, there's different things that she does that annoys people, and I'm just like, there's so many things that she does that it's like clearly her fault and she doesn't take the blame. It pisses me off that she doesn't want to accept that she can do anything wrong, and it's just like, you kill people, that's your fault. You do this, it's your fault. You got to take the blame, take responsibility for your actions. And another main issue with the main character, Miranda, is that she is so naive. Like, what the hell? Can you not figure out some of the stuff that's happening to you? Like, I don't believe she couldn't figure out that her brother didn't really die from drowning and he's been poisoned. That these men would trust her, that like some of them weren't actually dying, that like, you know, characters are certain people. Like, she is so naive to not figure out so many different things, and I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with you? And she couldn't even figure out too that she was like the only poison maiden. Like, she thought there was heaps of them, but she's the only one, and I'm just like, girl, figure your shit out, like, seriously. And the other thing, see, most of the main things that annoy me are with her. The main thing that annoyed me is that she's meant to be this poisoner, but she's not a seductress. Like, someone else, like the other girl that I was talking about who she got whipped and stuff, like, I think her name's Isa? Her name's Isla, but Isla literally was sent out to go seduce these men, and then Miranda was meant to come in and kiss them, and I'm just like, why don't you train her to do the same job? Like, why do you need 2 people? And also, like, wouldn't the men be confused? It's just like, oh, I'm getting seduced by this chick who I don't think there's anything wrong with, and then bam, there's this other girl coming up. I would think there's something shady going on, someone trying to kill me. Like, it just doesn't connect in my mind that that is what happened. It's just, it doesn't make sense. I would be thinking something's wrong. I'd want to get out of there if some random girl's trying to kiss me. Like, why are people so stupid in this book? Like, literally. So they're pretty much all the things that annoy me. Something I really love though is the relationship that Miranda has with Manny, who is her younger brother. Like, she made an attempt to actually escape when she was 10 years old, and Gopal, who is like her handler and the guy that like did everything to her, he just brought this random kid in and it's like, oh, this is your brother, and it's like probably not even her brother, but she stayed to look after Manny. And when like she tried again to escape, like Gopal like nearly killed Manny by drowning him, and then Manny's been sick ever since. So Manny's 7 11, Miranda's 17. They just have a really nice relationship though, that even though Manny does get like sick and he nearly dies a lot, it's just really cute and strong, and she's so protective of him, and it's nice to see a nice sibling bond, because most of the time I feel like sibling bonds aren't great. So they got the sibling bond but not the female friendship, so that was just like, why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't you just have all this good freshness of friendship and everything? Like, I don't know. I also like the fact that Miranda was working in a bookstore, because like books are bae, but it was just fun to see this like atmosphere of her like really loving books and reading and like cleaning, not clean, but like she dusted a lot. Like she just really took her job seriously, and it was a really nice way for her to be able to get away from the poison thing and have to spend time with her brother, and just I really liked that aspect of it. The other character that I really loved was Devon. Like, oh my god, he was adorable. I loved how he instantly latched onto Miranda, and like even though with the whole thing with Miranda, like she's meant to go kill people and she just doesn't do it, she gets told that she has to kill some random guy at the bookstore that she does work at, and then it's this guy that she met before, and Devon's all there, and she's like, I can't kill him because I'm in love with him. Like, insta love alert in this book, but I still liked the romance. But I really liked him, and he's so protective, and he always wanted to spend time with her, and he was helping Manny because he had this fruit that could stop the poison, and we didn't know it at the time, but it was really sweet. But like literally he was just so good, and when he finds out all about Miranda being like a poisoner, he was so annoyed. He was like, oh, get away from me, bitch, because he got told a story by Isla about all this shit, and everything was going down in this moment. But what I loved about Devon is that even when he was so mad at her, he still wanted to know that she was okay. He still wanted to know if she was cold or if she was hungry. Like he's so protective and caring that he like can't even be angry with someone and like not even care about them, kind of thing, and I really like that. And I just really like the relationship that grew between them, and I liked it that he was actually immune to her poison at the end, because she was staying away from him, because like she can't kiss anyone just as a like a pet because she'll kill them. But it was really nice that he was immune. And a thing though that was kind of not obvious, like I was thinking, I don't even know what I was thinking, I didn't even see this, how that he's actually the Raj's son. And I was just like, what? You're the prince? Like, it's always the plot though, isn't it? That you like meet this random dude and you find out they're either the prince or the lost king, or just whoever's in charge's son is who they are. It always happens. And like Raja, because like this book is really like sort of set in like Indian times, which is really cool, but it's a bit not great world building and a few plot holes with it, because like why would you be somewhere without like any devices or cars and that, but you have hot showers? Like, it just didn't make sense. Like, what? And overall, I really did like the plot. Like, the story wasn't too predictable. Like, there were some things that you can sort of saw coming, but a few that you didn't. And like, at the end, I hated the cliffhanger that, you know, she's all good, but then it's like, oh no, I'm actually gonna go and be a spy in this new kingdom. Like, why is that the new thing? That's the new thing in every book at the moment, is like, at the end, you're gonna go and be a spy, and then everyone's gonna die, and everything's gonna go wrong. Like, I don't know why this keeps happening. But overall, I really did like this book. Like, there was a few things that just irked me, but like not enough to really give it a hateful rating. It always seems to happen lately that the main characters, mainly the main girl characters, have been annoying me, but she's not that bad, but she's just a bit too precious and stupid sometimes. But yeah, this was a pretty good book, and I would recommend you guys reading it, even though you wouldn't have read it if you've looked up my review. I keep doing this. I'm just like the worst book reviewer ever. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Bye!